Wrapping up a record-breaking day here across the valley. We're going to take a look at current conditions here in a minute, but first we're going to get right to your first alert weather day forecast. We're still talking areas of wintry mix, areas of snow and wind Friday into Saturday morning. So let's jump right into the forecast here. Southeasterly winds this evening ahead of our storm system, a little on the blustery side through the Central Valley and parts of northwestern Minnesota. But for the most part, we stay pretty dry this evening. Overnight, we could see a little bit of light drizzle or freezing drizzle in spots, depending on temperatures where you are located. So that is the initial thing that we're going to be watching through the overnight hours. The main system will still be out to the west. This is by tomorrow morning. A little bit of light snow nudging into the Devil's Lake Basin. Areas of light drizzle continue, or areas of light freezing drizzle continue for parts of the valley proper. But heading through our morning, the snow is going to be slow to move in. We've been talking about it the last couple of days. We have dry air to overcome, so it's going to take a little while. But by the mid-afternoon hours, the system starts to move as our atmosphere becomes more saturated and more of this makes it down to the surface. So drive time tomorrow evening will be impacted with some areas of snow and strong winds out of the north and west. Southern Valley, Lakes Country still generally pretty quiet by drive time, but that doesn't last much longer because through the rest of the evening, the system with moderate to briefly heavy snow continues to push to the south and to the east. And then very strong winds develop into our Saturday morning, gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour, even once the snow stops falling. As for snowfall potential, I'll step out of the way so we can see the whole map here. The snow is more likely to begin accumulating late tomorrow night and into Saturday morning. Initially, a lot of that snow is going to melt in parts of the Devil's Lake Basin, but overall, that's where we anticipate about 2 to 4 inches of snowfall. I expect right around an inch or so here in Fargo. Now let's talk about the winds. Tomorrow is going to be a blustery day. Even before the snow starts falling, we can see some gusts upwards of 30 miles per hour. A very, very slight lull in the stronger blustery winds tomorrow night, but by Saturday morning, they really ramp up. We could see gusts over 40 miles per hour in some parts of the valley, leading to impacts. We'll have reductions in visibility with the falling snow itself. We'll have further reductions in visibility due to the blowing snow from those strong winds, and of course impacts to travel as well as we head into our weekend. Now let's take a look outside. We don't want to lose what little time we have left of this gorgeous day. 54 degrees right now here in Fargo, 48 in Moorhead. Southeasterly winds, east southeasterly in Grand Forks, 49 degrees. Temperatures are generally in the 40s, a few low 50s south. 30s by tomorrow morning, afternoon only warming up a couple of degrees. Really chilly heading into the weekend, blustery through the day on Saturday. But Courtney, we still have some 30s and low 40s in the forecast. So even if we do see upwards of 4 inches of snow for a town or two in northeastern North Dakota, it's going to melt.
That's the best news ever. Thanks, Summer.
Yeah.
Inflation has some turning to their retirement accounts to make ends meet, but experts are warning against it. We'll tell you why when we return.